Her grandson called, crying, saying he'd been in a car accident 3 states away and that he needed $11,000 in cash before midnight or he'd be arrested.
Case file number 214417. Smithfield, Rhode Island. Names changed to protect victim identities. Based on public court records from the U.S. Department of Justice.
Dorothy Reyes was 82 years old. She had lived in the same house on the same street for 41 years, and she still kept her late husband's reading glasses on the nightstand. It was a Tuesday evening in October when the phone rang. The voice on the other end sounded exactly like her grandson Michael, shaky, out of breath, scared. "Grandma, please don't tell Mom," he said. "I was in an accident. There's a woman in the other car. She's hurt and they arrested me. I need bail money tonight." Dorothy's hands started shaking before she even understood what was happening. Her chest tightened. All she could think was, "My grandson is in a jail cell." A second voice came on the line, calm, professional, introducing himself as Michael's court-appointed attorney. He explained that bail had to be paid in cash and that a courier from the courthouse would come collect it directly. "We can't have this go through the bank," the man said. "The judge is very strict about phone records. Please don't discuss this with anyone until Michael is released." Dorothy didn't question it. Why would she? The voice on the phone sounded exactly like the boy she had raised summers with, the one who used to fall asleep on her porch swing. She went to the bank that same night and withdrew $11,000 from the savings account she and her husband had built over 30 years, one deposit at a time. A young man in a gray jacket came to her door within the hour. He was polite. He called her ma'am. He counted the cash in front of her, thanked her, and said Michael would call once he was released. He didn't call that night. The next morning, a woman claiming to be a bail bondsman phoned Dorothy again. There had been a complication. Another $17,400 was needed to finalize his release. Dorothy went back to the bank. She told the teller it was for a home repair. She had never lied to anyone in that bank in 41 years, and she didn't fully understand why she was lying now. The same young man in the gray jacket came back 2 days later for the second envelope. This time, Dorothy asked him, quietly, "Is Michael eating all right in there?" He just smiled and said he wasn't allowed to discuss the case. It was her daughter, Carol, who finally broke it. She called Dorothy that Thursday just to check in, an ordinary call, nothing urgent, and mentioned that Michael had spent the whole week at his college dorm studying for exams. Dorothy went quiet on the phone, but he was arrested, she said. "I paid his bail." There was a long silence on Carol's end before she said, "Mom, I need you to call the police right now." $28,400. That was what Dorothy had handed over in 2 envelopes in cash to a stranger standing on her own front porch over the course of 3 days. The real Michael was safe the entire time. He had never been arrested. He had never even left the state. Investigators later confirmed the calls had come from a coordinated network that had targeted at least 14 seniors in towns just like Dorothy's. Dorothy still keeps the receipt from the bank withdrawal in a kitchen drawer, not because she needs it. She says she keeps it so she never forgets what fear sounds like when it's wearing a familiar voice. If you ever get a call like this, here are 3 signs it's a scam. 1, they ask you to keep it secret from other family members. Real emergencies don't require silence. 2, they demand cash, gift cards, or a courier pickup instead of a traceable payment. 3, they create pressure to act immediately before you have time to check with anyone else. If it happens to you, hang up. Then call your family member directly using a number you already have saved, never a number the caller gives you, and report it at reportfraud.ftc.gov or call 1-877-FTC-HELP. Dorothy's story is one of 14. If someone you love is over 60, send them this video today, not next week. It might be the difference between a phone call and an empty bank account. Subscribe to Silver Alert Files for a new true case every week.